Good afternoon, my lovelies. It is... It's 4 o'clock. No, it's not. What time's wrong? It's 3 o'clock. It's 3. Why is it still around time? Oh gosh, look how pale I am today. Anyway, I'm gonna turn this around. So, I spent the day in bed because I've just been so exhausted. I'm getting really fed up with missing the day. It is just so ridiculous. So I'm making myself a cup of coffee. And then I'm gonna get washed and dressed and go to get my threading done. Yay! Finally get my threading done. And then come back and sort out dinner with Thomas. This is Tuesday. He's working tonight, but then I think he's off tomorrow night and Thursday night, so that it'll be really nice to have him home again. So, oh, my hair is horrible. I just swore I lifted a bauble. I'm hoping to get my hair cut at some point this week, and maybe a colour in it. I've seen a couple of what was I saying? I've seen a couple of the offers on Groupon and things like that for haircut and colour. There's one for a place that I used to get my hair cut in called Reflex. It's £29 for a cut and colour, so I might see if Thomas would buy me that. Anyway, oh gosh, I'm really sore. So today is my first day of no tramadol. So I went to the doctor's yesterday. I can't remember whether I talked about it in my vlog yesterday or not. But I went to the doctor's and basically I came out worse off than when I went in. I was saying to her that I'm still in too much pain for the amount of tablets or the amount of medication I'm on. It's not doing enough for me. And she saw that I'm on Maxitram, which is prolonged release tramadol. And she says I shouldn't be on that, which I've been back and forward. Some doctors take it off me, then somebody will give me it back, and it's getting really frustrating. Anyway, so she took it off me. She told me not to take it because I shouldn't be. But she didn't increase my buprenorphine. Morphine, let's just say morphine. It's Butran's patch of morphine, basically. But she didn't increase that. So, and she knows that I've been on this dosage of patch for a month, so if it was going to work, it should have worked by now. But anyway, I ended up coming away with a leaflet about fibromyalgia because she basically said to me, and I crap you not, that if I exercised more every day, I would sleep better at night, and therefore my pain would go away. And I just kind of sat there looking at her going, are you for real? You're telling me that I would be fixed if I just exercised. I swear I was expecting her to say, just lose a couple of stone and you'll be fine. I think I might have slapped her though. I hate whenever I go and they're blaming things on, not blaming, they're saying if I did this, that or the other thing it would fix it. If that was the case, I would have been better before now, because I do exercise, I do get out and do things. When I told her I walked Toby, she says, can you not do that twice a day instead? And I'm like, if you could see the state that I'm in after doing that a couple of days in a row, it's like you just need to build yourself up. You just need to push through and build yourself up. And I'm like, oh my days. It's so hard trying to get through to doctors sometimes, because they don't see what you actually do and how it actually affects you at that time. They don't see. I mean, you guys have seen what it's like after 3 nights of me walking Toby just once a day, and then lying for at least a day or two in sheer agony, very tearful, and not being able to do anything. I don't get how they say that if I just did it, because if I did that during the day, say I went round and walked Toby right now, and then went round at bedtime and walked him again, I probably wouldn't be able to get up tomorrow morning at all. Oh, my head. It really angers me. And I've been nearly 24 hours now without having any trauma at all, and I just can imagine how this week is going to go. It's so frustrating. I don't want to be on this medication. I don't want to be on any medication at all. I want to be okay. I want to be able to go back to work. I want to be able to lead a normal life. But while it's at a stage where I can't lead a normal life and need medication, I want to be supported by my doctors and helped and given useful information, not given stupid leaflets about fibromyalgia. A year after I've been diagnosed, you'd think that I don't already know everything that's in that. Do you know what I actually said to her? Well, I'll give anything a go. Maybe if I read this, it'll put me to sleep. Yeah. Right, I'm going to drink my coffee, because if I don't, I'm going to fall down. I'll chat to you all later. Chat to you all after I've been and got my threading done. Yeah. Look at this. I mean, what on earth is that about? Son, look at my eyes. Ugh. I just look so rubbish. Look at this big dip here. It's like a Grand Canyon of flipping dips in my face. Anyway, I'm away before I get more depressed at how yucky I look today. See you later. Yay, I got my threading done. I'm not so red. I love going to Naomi, and I don't know why I ever stop, because whenever you go to Naomi, she's so gentle. It's the only person that does my threading that I could actually fall asleep. Seriously. I'm going tomorrow to get my 3D brows, and she was really pleased that I'd actually grown them a bit so that she's got enough to work with. So we did the patch test. Don't think you can see it now. There's no itchiness or anything, so that's good. So I'm home, I'm exhausted, and I look like this. Felt like the girl from The Exorcist there, or those wee things where, where you're watching something and you're told to be looking out for something, and then all of a sudden a wee scary girl from The Exorcist pops up and goes, bleh! Yeah, that was me. I think I need help. Anyway, I've got a kitty cat with me. Do you want to talk to Willow? Look, Willow, say hello. My wee burr baby doesn't like people carrying her because she's so afraid. Oh, I love her so much. Look at how beautiful she is. Isn't she just the sweetest wee blackie? Wee blacky white socks as I call her, because she's got wee white socks on. Oh, baby. And the thing is, she doesn't like being carried. She doesn't let you pick her up. She doesn't let you pet her when she's on the ground. But yeah, if I'm lying in bed or sitting on the sofa, she'll come over and she'll go, "Meh, meh," in your face until you pet her. Isn't that right, baby? When we got her at Assisi, she'd been so badly treated before she got there. And she was so afraid of people. She peed on me on the way home. I had to chase her around the cage to finally get her into the wee carrier to bring her home. It breaks my heart. And she was 6 months old whenever we went to get her, and nobody wanted her because everybody that went just wanted a cat that was playful and loving and wasn't afraid, and you know, they didn't want a kitten who was antisocial, which Willow was very antisocial whenever we first got her, and even up until a couple of months ago she wouldn't come into the room with us. And I'm gonna set you down now, baby. There you go. You know, she would have spent all her time upstairs in the room that we had set up for them in their wee house that you seen Marmalade in last week. And I mean, whenever we first got her, she would lie behind the sofa or just sit upstairs. She never ever wanted to be around people. And even now, if somebody comes into the house, not us, but if somebody else comes into the house, she will dive out of the living room and go upstairs. And then she'll maybe come back down if she knows who it is and she's met them quite a few times. And I mean, we've had her, it'll be 4 years on New Year's Day since we got her, and it's only been in the past couple of months that she's started coming up to other people. But I remember thinking whenever we first got her that she would never come around and she would never be an affectionate cat. And I'll never forget sobbing my heart out the night that she climbed up onto the bed and came right up onto my belly and just made that wee crying noise into my face to get petted. And she will sleep on me for ages, and she'll come up and she'll curl up on the bed, but then eventually she would get down and go in and sleep in their room, which is why I moved her radiator bed into ours, because Marmalade sleeps on the floor beside me, or if Thomas isn't there, she'll sleep on his side of the bed. So I brought the radiator bed in to encourage her to sleep in with us, and she does. She sleeps in with us every night now, which is really lovely. So that's good. I would be lost without my cats. I was actually watching Graveyard Girl's video of her new wee cat Boris. He is so cute. I'll put a link to that down below because you have to go and see Boris. He is adorable. And she was getting a lot of backlash because she adopted him from a kill shelter. Now my argument with that is it not better to adopt a cat from a kill shelter than it is for a no-kill shelter? And my reasoning for that is, if you adopt from a kill shelter, well, you're saving that cat from euthanization. I don't think that's how you say that word. Yes, it's great to give money to a shelter that doesn't kill. I get that, because I mean, that's where we got Willow from. They're a no-kill shelter. And I think if it wasn't for us, she probably would have stayed there for the rest of her days. She would still be there, I reckon. Anyway, so although you're giving money to a shelter that supports killing, I mean, that annoys me. But if you take that cat home, well, you're giving that cat a life and you're stopping that. So go and get those cats. And I reckon if more and more people went to adopt from those shelters, the more money they got, the more chance that it would be that none of those cats would ever get put to sleep. So therefore, even if it's a kill shelter or not, those cats are getting homes, those dogs are getting homes, whatever. I just think it's something that people need to stop and think about before they criticise anybody from adopting from places like that, because as much as I think it's a horrible thing to do, I understand that there's so many animals out there that end up in these shelters that it's really hard to rehome them, and the funding is so ridiculously expensive. that it's hard for them to keep them forever. I wish I could open a shelter and just have them all here. But anyway. I mean, my sister got a dog from a kill shelter years ago. And apparently she was 24 hours away from being put to sleep. So we saved Jessie, and Jessie went on to live until she was old and decrepit, and she had a great life. You know, so when you look at it that way, we stopped a little gorgeous tiny puppy, and the reason nobody else wanted it was because it was half Jack Russell, half Alsatian, so they didn't want the mutt. And I just think, if of all the mongrels there is in the world that are gorgeous, they didn't want this beautiful wee dog. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm going to go and try and find some food. I was meant to have the shopping in today, but I forgot about it yesterday, so I won't have it until tomorrow. Did you guys enjoy my boring here's what I got in shopping video last week? Because if you did, I'll do another one tomorrow. Anyway, I've just finished editing yesterday's vlog, so hopefully it should be up within the next half hour. So I'm going to go and try and find some food to rummage together, and I will chat to you later. Bye bye. Mwah. Alright my lovelies, I am just about to do the dishes. So, can you see Marmalade at the door? Marmy! Oh, Marmy! Every time I close the door, she wants to come in. So, anyway, I'm about to do the dishes. I'm so tired, guys. As you know, I got my threading done earlier. Eyebrows are getting done tomorrow. She did the patch test, so everything's okay there to go ahead with that. There's been no issues with it since she did it. So I'm so exhausted. This is the first 24 hours without any tramadol in my system at all, and I'm really sore. I'm not looking forward to tomorrow because tonight's as bad as it is already. Tomorrow's going to be even worse. I'm going to have to get my hot bottle ready for going to bed tonight, and hopefully that will help ease the pain for me so that I can actually get to sleep. I don't understand them taking my tramadol off me, just telling me to stop it. I've always been told to wean down off it, not just stop. You know, even if they changed it down to 50s and we take them twice a day and then down, you know, it should not have been from having 2 100s a day to none. I mean, that's just... I'm at the stage now where even breathing in is hurting. I'm shocked more than anything that they've been so stupid, you know. I don't understand why they would take me on without ringing me. But I tried to talk to her. She wasn't really the best at listening. And let's face it, she tried to give me information on something that I already know about. I feel like I know more than her. Do you ever find that's always the way? You know, doctors really just... I just don't know what they're doing. Anyway, I think I'm going to sign off for tonight because I'm probably going to go to bed very soon. It's only 8:15, but I'm really want to get myself ready for bed and go to sleep soon, because I need to go out to get my eyebrows done. That's at 11 o'clock, so if I want to get up at 9, if I want to wake up for at least 9, to get up at 10 and be washed and ready to go out for 11, you know, I need to get a decent sleep. So I'm going to make myself a cuppa and I'm going to go out and get into bed. So I will see you darlings all tomorrow. I hope you're all doing so well, and I love you all millions. Good night.